A genre of movie that we've been pretty hard on over the last few years is the music biopic. And yet there's one music biopic that we all collectively enjoy. The Judd Apatow, Jake Kasdan produced Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story. Coming after such other popular music biopics as Ray in 2004 and Walk the Line in 2005, Walk the Line was nominated for a handful of Academy Awards and won Reese Witherspoon Best Actress. You wouldn't think that America was ready for another music biopic of a legendary figure like Dewey Cox so soon after that. John C. Reilly stars as Dewey Cox, one of America's most versatile early rock and roll legends.
This was a particularly bad case of somebody being cut in half. I was not able to reattach the top half of his body to the bottom half of his body.
Speak English, Doc. We ain't scientists.
Born in Springberry, Alabama in 1946, Mr. Cox had a tragic beginning when he accidentally cut his brother in half with a machete and simultaneously lost his sense of smell.
You gone smell blind, son.
His father, Pa Cox, never forgave him for cutting his brother in half.
The wrong kid died.
And in 1953, when his early rock and roll style caused a commotion in Springberry,
You know who's got hands? The devil. And he uses them for holding.
Dewey left to make his way on his own, a 14-year-old boy with a 12-year-old girlfriend named Edith. Through a hard beginning, Dewey persevered, working as a janitor at an African-American dance hall, until through a stroke of luck he was discovered by Hasidic record label executives who gave him a chance to record what would become his first hit single, Walk Hard.
And if somehow you were able to sing a song now, bringing these boys together you haven't even met, and make something so personal, so new, that the whole world takes notice, and that your life is never the same again. But I'm telling you right now, I don't think it's going to happen.
Mr. Cox's life had many ups and downs from there. Drug addiction, accidentally getting double married and then divorced from Edith. He stayed married to his backup singer, Darlene. But drugs had their hooks in Dewey Cox. Arrests and stints in rehab followed.
The 60s are an important and exciting time.
Aren't they? It's like there's something happening here. And what it is ain't exactly obvious.
In the 1960s, Dewey and Darlene lived in Berkeley, California. Traveled to India and met with the Beatles, got involved in the Short Panther Party, but also Mr. Cox became involved with PCP, and a divorce and more stints in rehab followed. The 1970s were a sad time. Dewey Cox couldn't write a song to save his life, and his TV show never really took off. But he managed to reconnect with his 36 kids, and then with Darlene, who he'd be with for the rest of his life. Walk Hard stars John C. Reilly, Jenna Fischer, Tim Meadows, Chris Parnell, Matt Besser, and Kristen Wiig, and has so many cameos. Jack White playing Elvis, Frankie Muniz as Buddy Holly, Jack Black, Paul Rudd, Justin Long, and Jason Schwartzman as the Beatles.
The Beatles, the four Beatles, us.
From Liverpool?
Yes, we are from Liverpool. We used to play those dark clubs in Hamburg. Remember that, Paul?
Of course I do. I booked them.
The Temptations, Eddie Vedder, Ghostface Killah, Lyle Lovett, Jewel, the list goes on and on and on.
My girl, talking about my girl, yeah. My girl.
The Temptations.
You wouldn't think such a serious music biopic would work with all these comedians playing roles, but Dewey Cox's life was full of more comedy than you'd think. It's a touching, although sometimes silly, portrait of a complicated artist who has been compared to Johnny Cash and Roy Orbison, but also with elements of Bob Dylan, Jim Morrison, Neil Diamond, Jerry Lee Lewis, and Brian Wilson.
You don't want this, dirty old Cox.
Oh, I want it more than ever.